What's up, folks? It's your boy Coach Ty back at you with another one. And for today's Simplified, we have the kettlebell swing. You've probably heard of this exercise or done it before yourself. We're gonna go through proper form, things to not do, a few different variations, and how to get the most out of this exercise. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let's get straight into it. Here we go. All right, guys, straight into the form. So the kettlebell swing is unlike many of the other exercises that we've gone over, because instead of it being very strict in regards to control, it is a momentum exercise, an explosive exercise. So we want to use momentum, and we want to let momentum do some of the work. You want to start with a wider than shoulder width stance. Toes mostly forward. If your toes are out slightly, that's okay. Double overhand grip, of course. And then from there, you want this to be a hinge exercise. And one common mistake, or mistake number one with a kettlebell swing, is squatting the weight up. We don't want very much, if any, knee bend on a kettlebell swing. We almost want, like, what are those? I don't even know what those things are called. Those little bird things that dip into the water, you know? We want that kind of motion. Or think like a door hinge, where the hinge is your hips and the door is your upper body. So we want to hinge forward, pop the hips really hard, and then again, from there we let momentum do the work. Hips back, hips forward, pop, pop, pop. Now, I'll often see people doing this exercise a little bit too slowly, and again, trying to use their strength to move the weight from point A to point B. Again, we want to make this explosive. Hips back, hips forward. Pop, pop, pop. Pop the booty. Pop it. Pop it. A couple other mistakes with this exercise are, as always, with anything hinge related, rounding the back. So we want to make sure we keep a flat back. We also want to make sure we're not bending at the elbows. I see some people turn this into like a bit of a reverse curl. Now, this isn't the worst thing in the world. It's not a mistake that's going to get you hurt like rounding your back will, but we want to leave the elbows extended. And speaking of that, we want to get the kettlebell to eye level. A short range of motion on a swing would be only getting the kettlebell up to about here. We want to get the kettlebell all the way up to eye level. Now, there are, God, I don't know how many. I'm out of breath a little bit if you can't tell. I don't know how many kettlebell swing variations. There's probably well over a dozen different variations. You've got going all the way overhead with the kettlebell. You've got a single arm swing. You've got alternating single arm swing. You've got all kinds of different variations that you can use. So once you start getting to a point where your gym doesn't have a kettlebell that's heavy enough for you to swing and fatigue with, start trying more difficult variations and go from there. The kettlebell swing is, again, an explosive exercise, so I actually wouldn't recommend the kettlebell swing if your primary focus is muscle gain. It's using a lot of momentum, so the muscles are not your key contributor necessarily. Again, momentum is. But I love the kettlebell swing for getting the heart rate through the roof, breaking a sweat, improving your cardiovascular capacity while still applying resistance. We know from a large body of research that applying resistance to a cardiovascular exercise seems to perform better for body fat loss than just doing pure cardio. Resistance seems to be far better at cutting body fat than, again, doing pure cardio. So for losing body fat, I strongly recommend the kettlebell swing. It will get your heart rate up. It will train your muscles. And if you do heavy sets of 12 to 15 kettlebell swings, I guarantee you, you'll be on the floor. I just did these with like a 15-pound kettlebell, so very light for me, like 10 reps, and I was out of breath. So this is a very difficult exercise, and I recommend it for that purpose. All right, folks, that's it for Simplified, the kettlebell swing. Thank you guys for listening and watching. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. You can find this exercise and 1,100 more over on musclewiki.com. Please go check us out there. And I will see you with the next one. Deuces.